if you know that you're in the wrong, but you're still doing backflips, circles, doing the Matrix, all types of stuff, to try to avoid taking responsibility and just saying, I was wrong, I'm sorry, stop, period. Hey guys, welcome back. It's the Sugar and the Spice channel. So welcome back. Today we're going back to Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 2, episode 15. There's a lot going on in this episode. We're gonna try to give it to you quick, straight to the point.
Yes.
You ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. Also, we want to take time to say thank you to our new subscribers.
Yes.
Welcome to the family. Woo woo.
Yes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the engagement. We appreciate it all.
Let us know how you found us. Let us know in the comments. Did you find us on Twitter? Did you just randomly click on us on YouTube? We're curious. Let us know. But yeah, stick around for a while. So the scene opens up with where we started last episode. Well, where we ended last episode. Right. Which is with Martell and Mel's brother Marcus arguing back and forth after Marcus tells Martell, your kids said they wanted my husband, child, to be your dad, to be their daddy.
I don't know about that one.
It's a lot.
Then we see Martell walking his behind away, and then we go to Tisha, Marsau, Kimmi, Maurice, and Destiny. Oh my God. Tisha and her passive-aggressive way. Oh, Maurice, I just wanted to let you know that we had a conversation about Saturday's event, and here go Kimmi. Who? You talking to Maurice about what? Oh, no. I just wanted to let him know it's all good. It's all good. And then, just like, come on.
That's not how that conversation ended.
It did not. Here go Miss Destiny. Is Wanda coming?
She's so messy. Destiny just eating that shit some popcorn. Girl.
Destiny was hilarious for that. And Marsau brings up, we don't got to worry about Wanda coming because Wanda is sanctioned according to Kimmi. How you throwing Kimmi under the bus?
Marsau is very messy too, low key. He tries to keep it low, but he's very messy.
Yeah, because he be one way with Kimmi, then another way with Tisha. And it's like, hold on now, keep that same energy at the chicken spot when you was bringing up sanction. That's your word, Marsau. Like, where we get, no, you said that.
You said banned and sanctioned. She said, I'm not going to say it's a ban. You're going to go home and tell Tisha.
She banned.
She said she was banned.
Like, what?
She said, what you going to do about it?
Yo, it's crazy.
Like, why are you being...
The men worse than the women. I'm going to just say that right there. I'm going to just say that right there.
I mean,
so then, here go Tisha. Well, it did hurt my feelings that you said my mom was sanctioned. And then we go into this back and forth. Well, your mom should never came. Well, you should never been rude. And here go Marsau. Well, Kimmi, you were rude. You was rude. Like, Marsau, really? That's what we doing right now?
At the end of the day, y'all can come up with whatever arguments you want. But if you never invite Wanda, Kimmi has nothing to say to Wanda. That back and forth never happened.
Yes.
The whole event getting ruined never happened.
It was her son's event. It was her only son.
You're defending inviting the same person that said, I know this Jalen event, but at the same time, I had something to get off my chest.
No.
Make it make sense. Tisha goes to say, oh, wow. So I guess every time you invite me to an event, I just can't bring an extra person? Is that a serious question? What? And then you're going to be funny and be like, oh, but I can still bring my kids around, right? And shout out to Kimmi because she was like, maybe sometimes, maybe not. Maybe it's not a kid event. It's common sense, but you're trying to make it.
She's trying so hard. And it's like, why? Like, something is wrong. Like, this is not just Tisha. This is a lot of people. There's really something wrong with you not being able to say, I was wrong and I apologize.
If you know that you're in the wrong, but you're still doing backflips, circles, doing the Matrix, all types of stuff, to try to avoid taking responsibility and just saying, I was wrong, I'm sorry, stop. Period. Right there. That's it. Something's wrong with you.
Yes.
Because that's all that needs to be coming out of Tisha's mouth. You
Know
know what? You're right. I should have never invited her, knowing that you didn't invite her. That was your son's graduation. I apologize.
Period.
This situation doesn't get brought up again. It's over.
Nope.
So then, Maurice, I don't know what you were thinking, but you decided to, everybody else is jumping on your wife, and what you decide you want to do is, babe.
Well, that was kind of rude how you said that right now.
Really? You were?
Listen, boy, the way my blood pressure set up.
That's crazy.
And then here go Marsau. Well, Wanda was right for being upset after you was rude. F that. Kimmi says, F that.
Kimmi, get them together.
All the way together. Here goes Tisha, trying to make the situation about something else that is not. So the issue is that you and Wanda being in the same place. So when I have an event, I have to make sure that you and Wanda are not in the same place, right? Trying to come up with a way to sanction Kimmi from her events. So Kimmi is like, the issue is not me and Wanda being in the same place. The issue is Wanda and the Holtz. She has an active issue with the Holtz, and I did not want them in the same place because I knew it would start drama. And then Letitia's like, oh, so I can't have the Holtz and Wanda in the same place. Kimmi goes, well, you wouldn't have them anyway. You're not cool with the Holtz. All right, bye, y'all. Bye. I'm done.
Now you want to walk out and she starts telling some truth.
Bye.
You can't take the truth.
You're making too much sense. I got to go.
Instead of taking the problem
You're proving me wrong, so I got to go.
Exactly.
Bye.
The problem is Tisha invited Wanda. Tisha and Wanda is the problem. Them two. That's it. Oh, so it's about the Holtz? No. Oh, so it's about you and my mom? No. What are you talking about? You're trying to dodge every which way to keep your name out of this. This is your fault. Your fault, Tisha.
Bye, Tisha.
And that's just it.
Bye.
That's the end of the story.
Bye. Then we move over to the next scene where Mel is in the studio singing her song, and Marcus comes in. So pretty much Marcus is like, yo, Mel, you kind of left me hanging. And because she never showed up to the party. So at that point, Mel just tells Marcus, like, listen, I needed a mental break. I had to do it for my own mental health. And girl, I feel you. Because that whole thing with Martell.
Sometimes you just have to not surround yourself with certain people.
Yes.
And you just got to make sure you're straight.
Self-care. Self-care is also about knowing when to protect your peace.
It's a necessity.
Yes.
Honestly.
So then Marcus tells Mel what happened, and he basically says, like, you know, I told him straight up that they asked Troy to be their daddy and that they don't want to go home. But I want to ask you guys, do you think that Marcus was wrong for telling Martell that the kids want Troy to be their daddy and that they don't be wanting to go home when it's time for them to go home?
I'm going to say he was wrong, but the reason I'm going to say he was wrong is because although he says that he was telling Martell for that reason to make him aware, he did not approach that situation that way. He didn't pull him to the side and say, hey, I know you guys are going through, but I just want to let you know what you're saying is affecting the kids. And, you know, they're really starting to act out, or they're starting to do this. And, please don't take offense to this, but they said this. And, you know, all I'm trying to do with bringing you that information is just to let you know, to be more aware of how you guys are handling this. He started off with, oh, so you just want the Father of the Year award, huh? You know what they said? They said they wanted us to be the daddy. It's like you can't. I feel like he came with a little bit of malicious. Well, not a little bit. He came with malicious intent.
He did.
And then when he started popping off, I feel like the reason he was so calm was because he expected that reaction.
He pulled a Martell on Martell.
He did.
He did. He knew what he was doing.
Also, when I was on Twitter live tweeting, follow us on Twitter at SugarandSpice88. And on Instagram, that part. When I was on Twitter live tweeting last night, I was looking at Melody's Instagram, and she confirmed. She said, yes, the kids did say that. But I also told them, hey, you do have a father and your father loves you very much.
I appreciate that. Mel is like so grown woman about this.
She's handling this so well.
So well. She's really putting the kids first.
She wants, even though it's affecting the kids, it's also gonna teach them if somebody's treating you a certain way that you don't like, you don't have to just stick around for that.
That's true.
You know, it's showing them that you make the decision that's good for you. You can't pour from an empty cup. How am I gonna take care of these kids if he got me stressed out, worrying about where he going, what he doing all over the place, got me mentally messed up, manipulating me, being verbally abusive. How am I supposed to, really be a great mother and person if I got that in my head?
All right. So then we move on to Wanda and Marsau. So they sit at the table. And Wanda is ready to get it started. She's ready to get it popping. She knew this was coming. And Marsau is basically saying, hold on. I just want to talk to you.
What did he say? Easy killer?
Easy killer? Marsau brings up the event and how he felt as though that Wanda should not have disrupted the event. Wanda goes on to say that she wanted to get everything off her chest. She wanted to help Mel from a mother's point of view. And that, that's all that she was doing. Well, Marsau says, well, Mel was not your mom. So then Wanda says that God put it on her spirit to go talk to Mel and to carry on the way she did. So then Marsau says, well, God told you to stop. So here go Marsau flip-flopping. Well, Kimmi shouldn't have disrespected you. And me and her I had a talk with her about it. And I told her that she was disrespectful for being rude to you. And she agreed. So we got all of that settled.
Did I miss something? When did Kimmi agree to that? When did she say? When did
Never
she
happened.
Last thing I heard was after that. So
that part.
Marsau just be lying. Depending on who he's talking to,
he be lying.
That's how he models the conversation.
He be lying in the name of peace, but he still be lying.
Oh yeah.
Then Wanda says, you ain't gotta worry about me and Kimmi. I got that. I'm a grown woman out here. You don't gotta worry about us. Me and Kimmi the same age. So me and her, we can handle it.
Girl.
Wanda.
Girl.
And Marsau says, well, you may not be able to do that because you are banned/sanctioned.
She loves saying she's sanctioned.
He loves it. He gets a thrill out of it, I think. And then Wanda goes and says...
He was hoping, low-key. That's why he was like, Kimmi, is she sanctioned?
Yo.
Please tell me she's sanctioned.
He loved it.
So then Marsau goes on to say do you know how many times your words and your mouth has got us in mess? You say things, me and Tisha have to take the fallout. We have to take the response from our friends and everybody else around us about things you say and do. Tisha was upstairs in her room crying. No, she wasn't crying because of me. It must have been some you and the Scotts did. It must have been the hoax because it wasn't me. This scene right here, what it made me realize is the apple really does not fall far from the tree.
It doesn't.
Because the same way Tisha never takes responsibility for her action and she'll just make up a story to avoid responsibility, her mama does the same exact thing.
Yeah, that's where she got it from.
So that's exactly where she got it from.
So then Wanda says she about to go ham. Well, is there more ham to go? I'm sorry, Marsau had me rolling.
Marsau was hilarious.
Wanda, Miss Wanda, I like you. I like you a lot. You're 90% an awesome, good person. So here's the analogy. If you have 90% of fresh water and then you have about 10% pee, it's kind of intolerable. Very, very
spot on.
Spot on. Like, the 10% pee is not only makes it intolerable, it's undrinkable. Who's drinking 10% pee? Like, no, we're not doing that. So
like
at that point,
she might be a good person, but the things she does when she does do them are so outrageous, so over the top that
all the good is erased.
It just makes you're like, I don't even want her around.
Yeah. So, and then Wanda goes to say that
she said, I see what this is about. I see what the problem is. You want to treat me how you treat Tisha. You want to talk down to me like you do Tisha.
I ain't from the other side of the tracks now.
I was just wondering, out of everything he just said, that's what you got out of it? That he was trying to treat you how he treats Tisha?
Well, apparently she's just only here for the grandkids anyway. How, Wanda? You just said you had to get everything off your chest with the Holtz. So that's why you crashed Kimmy's party, and now all of a sudden you only here for the grandkids.
You're here for the grandkids, but you stay in the Holtz business. You always asking about the Holtz, talking about the Holtz. Just like your daughter. Listen, y'all are so much alike. Just obsessed with the Holtz, huh? Can't stop talking about them.
So what did she have to do? Walk away. What did Tisha just do? Bye. What did Wanda do? Walk her behind right on upstairs. Thicker than a Snicker.
Marsau said, walking around here looking thicker than a Snicker.
Oh, Lord.
With your leather pants on.
I cannot. So now we go into the camping store where Martell, Marsau, Kimmi, and Maurice are getting some camping supplies. So we jump to Martell apologizing to Kimmi, rightfully so, about kind of ruining her event. And also opening up to Kimmi a little bit, saying that he's happy they're going to go on this camping trip because it's going to give him a chance to, you know, vent with the guys. So Kimmi just says, you know, well, that's where it should have started and ended, like, you know, with the guys instead of social media. Here go Martell, pulling a Martell. I would have thought Kimmi would have been on my side because Mel went to social media first. And it's just like, yo.
Why is it always about picking a side?
It's always about a side with him. And it's really, really sad because the only side that we all need to be on is the kids' side. That's the only side that needs to be worried about, talked about, worked on, or any, like, let's just focus on the kids.
You shouldn't be campaigning for friends. Why are you worried about that?
If it's the kids' side, then we all win.
So then Martell was telling Kimmi about the conversation that him and Marcus had at Destiny's event. Mm-hmm. And, you know, how it didn't go so well because Martell was so upset that he said to him that, you know, his partner was told by the children that they want him to be his daddy. So then he goes on to say, you know, you don't say that to somebody. And, you know, he was probably giving them ice cream and cookies when they said it. You know, that's how kids are. You know, it takes more than that to be a father. It takes more than cookies and ice cream to be a father.
It's just so crazy to me how Martell tells on himself.
The jokes write themselves.
Yo, the hypocrisy.
Oh my God. So now we switch scenes to the guys at their camping trip. You know, setting up their tents and things like that. Sidaric is off on the side talking to Martell. And he basically tells Martell that his parents got divorced around the time he was around the same age as his kids.
Right.
So, you know, he understands what it feels like. He kind of gives him advice on how it makes a child feel, their thoughts, what they really go through at the time when all of that stuff is going on between their parents.
So Sidaric just says, you know, pay attention to your kids, pay attention to their emotions, how they're reacting, what they're saying, what they're not saying, all of those things. So Martell goes into his confessional and says, like, he appreciates that because the last thing that he wants to do is make the kids feel like it's their fault.
This is what I'm talking about. The way Mel even came up, this is what I'm talking about with Martell bringing her up into every conversation. They ask, do you have mustard for these hot dogs? And then I believe it was Maurice said, oh, no, I think Sidaric said, no, actually I have chili for the hot dogs. And then he said, oh, well, something, they were joking around and he said, well, Martell can't have any. Martell, you just like my wife.
My God.
You just think
that is how it came up.
You just think you say something, you just like my wife. You just think you say something and that's how I go and it's law now. You miss her much?
On his mind.
Bad.
The forefront.
How do we go from chili on the hot dog to Mel? What is the correlation? Huh? You are trying to connect all type of dots. I don't know.
Just to bring her up.
Just in every conversation. Speaking of Mel, anybody? Mel, you said you didn't get your mail? USPS? Well, you know Mel. He be coming up with all time. I be like,
leave Mel alone.
You'll do all of that and have her all on your mind, but you just can't do right, huh?
Nope. Todaric says, do you feel there's anything that you could have done on your side that, you know, to reconcile? And Martell says he don't think anything could be done to reconcile. From that point, Todaric goes on and says, well, you know, these rumors are out here that you got a girl pregnant, but I know they're not true because if my mans would have gotten a girl pregnant, he would have told us. I know that for a fact. Do you now? Because then Martell goes on to say that she is pregnant. Here he goes, Martelling it again. He says that he found out that Mel was cheating on him. So at that point, after he found out that Mel was cheating on him, is when he decides to tell Mel that his side chick is pregnant. Then they go into this discussion about how Mel wasn't pleasing him at home, and how, you know, she wasn't doing the things that she wanted, that he was continuously asking her to do. He was just pleading and pleading with her, and she just kept saying no. And Maurice and Todaric are saying, you know, they understand. And here goes Todaric. You know what? As a hard-working man, it would be hard for me to take no as an answer from my wife when she's saying that she's tired.
So is it because you're hardworking, she can't also be tired? Because she can't also be hardworking? Is it because you're a man and she's a woman, you feel like women can't get tired?
And is it also because she's your wife, so she has no right to say no to you? She's obligated. She's not allowed to be tired. This is like so problematic, and will really make you feel like you're breaking the law by just being exhausted. And once you break the law, the punishment is cheating.
Yep. Now I have every right to go out and just do what I...
It's very stressful for us women out here.
It's hard.
We got it so hard, y'all. We got it so hard. Like, because the double standard,
the way they think is really crazy. Oof. And it's just no one in the group is sane to speak out and be like, well, that doesn't make sense that she can't be tired, because doesn't she woo 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 woo? Because they're all in agreement. They all have the same mindset. So no one is there checking them then.
I do want to make a disclaimer that I understand all men are not like this. But true, a lot of them are.
I mean, we're talking about them. It's on video. It's fact. That's how they think.
That is.
You got a problem with it? Go to their Instagram.
Yeah.
At Martell.
Okay,
go talk to them.
Get them. But let us know what you think. I mean, how are your experiences when it comes to men, marriages, relationships? This vengeance that he has, it's so weird to me. How you cheat on me for 5 years?
And you're mad at me?
I have 4 of your kids come out of my vagina, and somehow you're on a mission to destroy me?
It's crazy. Wow, you really not gonna let me treat you however the heck I want?
This is how we gonna do this?
That's crazy.
You really gonna leave me?
Wow, because you really want self-respect?
You really think
you really gonna have self-respect
just because you have all my kids, I can't be out here doing what I want to do?
Wow, you want me to be monogamous and committed and actually honor our vows? Psh, that's crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. I just can't even believe. Like, who are you?
Why is that okay?
That's just wild.
Talk to the older women. Ask them what that be about.
Teach them how to, take disrespect. Let them teach you how to take disrespect and not want more for yourself.
Yep.
So, jump scene to her talking to Ima, which is also the lady that wrote the play for her to be in. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if Ima's a therapist on the side, or I don't really know. But Mel had said something about Ima helps her work through her emotions with her divorce, and that she hopes she can help the kids. So
I don't know how I feel about that.
So Ima comes in, they're sitting down, they're all eating dinner, and Ima kind of, she says something about her son.
Yeah, Elijah.
And, Mel's daughter goes, well, who's Elijah? She said, oh, that's my son. And then Martell Jr. says, well, where is he? He said, oh, he's at his dad's house. He lives with his dad. Oh, well, how come you're not living there? And she says, oh, because me and his father got a divorce.
Mm.
You know what that means? And they say, well, you go back and forth like mommy and daddy.
The baby says that.
So they're very aware.
Yeah, the baby, she's only 4. Yep.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
They're very aware of what's going
smart.
on.
Yeah. She goes and says, yeah, like mommy and daddy. And then Ima proceeds to ask her, yeah, how do you feel about going back and forth? And she just, I'm not going to lie to you, that growl, when she said, that growl hurt me because
she's so
at
cute.
4, she's not verbal.
So you know,
as verbal as she could be, as she wants to be.
That's
so that growl is just, that's the emotion she feels. And that growl just means anger. Ima asked the kids who they want to live with.
See, that whole conversation was strange. If she's not a licensed therapist or something in that realm, that whole conversation is strange to me, to let this lady that I just met question my kids about who they want to live with, how the divorce is affecting them, and all of that. That sounds like a conversation you should be having
with a therapist. Yeah, so she asked, who do you want to live with? And then Martell Jr., he's so cute, by the way.
All of the kids are mad cute.
They are all adorable. And he goes that he wants to go live with Mel.
It's like, excuse me?
I don't know what that's about, calling your mom by her first name.
Not mama.
He proceeds to go. Mind you, Martell is only 7. Martell Jr. is only 7. He proceeds to say, yeah, because when you was just going to the house to get your clothes, here go daddy, gets to acting up, acting like a crazy man. And I am tired of him hurting my mama. That's why I want to go live with my mama. And it's just like, what?
How sad is it that your son feels like he wants to protect his mom
from you?
But you swear in every confessional, in every scene, that everything you're doing is for your kids. You're all about your kids.
And you're the dominant parent.
He said, Mom has a lot of sad feelings. And when she's sad, I hug her. It's just, that's so wrong on so many levels.
It is. They asked the oldest, Mariah. Mariah says she wants to live with her mama. Mariah is so quiet and so sweet.
You can just only imagine what they've heard in things, because if they say that, like, yeah, he was acting like a crazy man, who knows what they've heard him say when he goes to pick up the kids, if he's on the phone or talking to somebody, who knows?
At that point, they asked the baby, who does she want to live with? The 4-year-old.
She telling it all.
Child, boss baby said, ice cream boy. Ice cream boy? Well, who's ice cream boy? You know, daddy, because he gives me Rocky Road ice cream with cookies.
So I like that. So that's why
I want to go live with daddy. So
projecting
the person who is giving you ice cream with cookies to get favor upon them as the parent is actually you, Martell?
Interesting.
See how that works? That baby's
just like you claim that Mel was cheating this whole time instead of you. All the things that you do, you project onto Mel. So you just project on everyone, huh? All your behaviors, all your terrible behaviors, you claim someone else is doing them.
I appreciated that that boss baby had kind of outed him, because the producers, the way they put that together, perfect.
Like,
good work. Good work.
Well, what'd you say? It takes more than cookies, and you said it takes more than ice cream and cookies to be a father? That's what you said, Martell?
Look at that. So then at that point, Mel actually goes and says to the confessional that she really wants to take Mariah separately as the oldest child, and she could tell that she's quiet and internalizing a lot of things. She wants to take her separately and go into a little bit more about what's going on with her and just hear her out and get a better understanding. And I gotta tell you, like, although Mel was very problematic in the first season, like we stated before in a previous video, her growth, we have to acknowledge her growth. We have to acknowledge you know, her lack to be involved in the negativity and the toxicity. The definition of putting your kids first, paying attention to what they're saying, also paying attention to what they're not saying. She's trying so hard to be a good mom. And I just want to give it up to her, because in situations like this, where it's high stress, high anxiety, high levels of all these kinds of emotions, she's feeling lost, she's grieving the relationship, she is putting her kids first, she's thinking about them, and she's doing what Martell should be doing. And like I said earlier in the video, she's on the kids' side.
I just feel like it's really great how, like you said, in the first season, she was kind of just throwing herself in all types of drama. And now she's really developed a knack for completely avoiding drama. Even when drama is thrown in her face.
Yes. They're looking for
electric slides right on out of there. Just, you know, and it's like the longer the show goes on, the more we see, the less triggered she is by it. She handles it super calm, super cool, always keeps it collected really the best way she can. So it's just, you know, to be under that kind of pressure, and it's on national television, it's just, it has to be a lot. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed our breakdown, our review of everything. If you agree, let us know. If you disagree, let us know. We still want to know. Follow us on Twitter at Sugar and Spice 88 and on Instagram by the same name at Sugar and Spice 88.
Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gonna spread
good energy.
Today we gonna share
good energy.
I go to work.
Today gonna be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day. All about